From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight on this Tuesday. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's making headlines. The field of candidates is set in next year's local elections. In the coming days, we'll be telling you about all of the races in our area counties, but tonight we begin in Wabash County, where there are 5 candidates seeking the Republican nomination for 1 seat on the Wabash County Board. Those candidates include Julie Peterson, Mary Sweppy, Missy Judge, David S. Brown, and Jaden Pettyjohn. No Democrat filed to run for the spot currently held by Scott West, who is not seeking another term. Meanwhile, longtime County Clerk Janet Will filed to run for re-election. She'll face a challenge from Sean Morgan, who filed last week as a Republican. Treasurer Angela Brewster and Sheriff J. Derek Morgan have both filed for re-election and will be unopposed next year. The primary election will be March 17th. The general election will be next November the 3rd. Looking at area court news tonight, out of Clay County, 39-year-old Scott Tolliver of Xenia was sentenced to 5 years in state prison on a charge of possession of a firearm by a felon. The charge, according to WNOI, stems from September, where Tolliver was found to have possessed a handgun, rifle, and shotgun after previously being convicted on a charge of aggravated domestic battery. He'll serve 1 year of parole upon his release. From Wayne County, a detention hearing is scheduled for Thursday for 18-year-old Caleb Stringfield of Fairfield, who's charged with aggravated criminal sexual abuse involving a victim at least 5 years younger. Stringfield was jailed October 28th and remains in custody pending that hearing. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department reports 2 arrests on Saturday. WFIW says 35-year-old Jacob Woolever of Fairfield was arrested on a Wayne County failure to appear warrant and for driving while license suspended. He was taken to the county jail, and after a traffic stop Saturday on Highway 15 west of Keens, 34-year-old Blake Lane of Mount Vernon was arrested for driving under the influence and illegal transportation of alcohol. He was later released on a notice to appear. WRUL says Carmi police arrested 5 people recently. 51-year-old Dale McLean was arrested Monday on a warrant for battery dating back to October 5th and was charged with criminal trespassing. He was taken to the county jail. Friday, 63-year-old Larry Edwards was arrested on a failure to appear warrant on a charge of criminal damage to property. Saturday, 19-year-old Landis Ellinghausen of St. Francisville was arrested for DUI of alcohol, DUI no tolerance, illegal transportation of alcohol, and possession of alcohol by a minor. He was later released. 28-year-old Jacob Grove of New Haven was arrested Sunday for driving suspended and unlawful display of registration. He was cited for operating an uninsured vehicle and later released. Also Sunday, 42-year-old Gregory Birchfield was arrested for failing to appear in relation to a charge of attempting to foil or defeat a drug screen test. He was taken to the White County Jail. The White County Sheriff's Department made a pair of recent arrests. WRUL says 52-year-old Jeffrey Norman of Crossville was arrested Friday for violating probation stemming from a 2024 charge of possession of meth and driving revoked related to a DUI. He received 2 years probation in that case. And 21-year-old Jacob Lewis was arrested Thursday after a report of criminal damage to property Wednesday night, including tire tracks in the yard and significant damage to a pole barn owned by Roger Green in Burnt Prairie. Lewis and the damaged vehicle were later located. He's charged with criminal damage to property, leaving the scene of an accident with property damage, driving revoked, operating an uninsured vehicle, and operating a vehicle without proper registration. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department responded to an accident with injuries Sunday evening. It happened on Interstate 64 westbound at milepost 98. A 2020 Toyota utility vehicle driven by 57-year-old Tanya Hart of Quincy, Illinois, struck a deer in the road, causing it to leave the roadway. Hart and a 53-year-old female passenger were taken by ambulance to Good Samaritan Hospital in Mount Vernon for treatment of injuries, according to WFIW. The City Council news that we have for you tonight. The Albion City Council on Monday heard from Michelle Ward from the Albion Beautification Committee about replacing existing stop signs and street signs with more decorative poles. WFIW says the estimate for replacing 16 stop signs and 4 street signs stands at $22,000, which would be paid for through fundraising efforts. The goal would be to replace all signs starting at 1st and Walnut to North 4th Street to Hillcrest Drive, then along West Main. That would take several years to complete. Ward was also directed to contact the Illinois Department of Transportation about permission to erect those signs. The Albion Christmas Parade, that is, will be December 13th at 5:30 p.m. The theme, Hometown Heroes. Also, a reminder that new garbage rates go into effect in Albion this month. Those bills head out this week. The council also approved the low bid of $3,045 to replace tires and rims on an older city fire truck. The council is also set to look to replace the Cherry Street pump building and pumps at an estimated cost of $530,000. That would be placed in next year's budget. And work is progressing on the asphalting of Elm Street from 4th to 5th, which is being paid for with a state grant. The Flora City Council met on Monday. WNOI says the council approved the Flora Rotary Club's Shadows of Elmwood Cemetery tour for next September 11th and 12th. Flora's Tourism's request for closing parts of downtown for the annual Chris Kindle Market, December 12th and 13th, was approved. Becky Wiley appointed to the Police Pension Fund Board for 2 years. At the request of Flora Police, the council moved to prohibit parking on the west side of North Mill Street from East North Avenue to East 2nd. Another ordinance was approved establishing that parking is limited to licensed motorized vehicles and prohibits the parking of trailers and similar vehicles. The council conveyed 615 South Mill Street to the Flora School District for the Building Trades Program. It also approved an agreement with Illinois Municipal League Risk Management Association at a cost of some $297,000. A facade improvement grant was approved for $5,000 for Donovan and Judith Scott at 110 West North Avenue for Scotty's Unique Finds for repairs to the building. The council will sell properties at 1023 North Sycamore and 820 West 3rd to the highest bidder. Those bids can be turned in at Flora City Hall. The deadline is December 4th at 4 p.m. The council also accepted the bid to repair the roof at Flora City Hall and the public library from Joyner Sheet Metal and Roofing at a cost of some $214,900. A grant payment that covers 50% of the cost for that project. The council also approved payment number 4 for the sanitary sewer project to Kiefer Brothers Construction. Just shy of $178,000 was approved. The south portion of the White House featured pumpkins from Frey Farms in Keens as part of the fall and Halloween decorations last week in Washington. WFIW says CEO and owner Sarah Frey visited the White House last week, and during her visit also presented White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt with a copy of her book entitled The Growing Season. More to come. The growing season could be quickly coming to an end with downright chilly temperatures headed our way this weekend. We'll have your forecast straight ahead and then talk sports. More about that controversial Fairfield playoff game to come. We'll be right back.
Introducing the Student Plus account from First National Bank, a free checking account designed for students and parents alike. With Student Plus, parents stay in control with real-time alerts and spending limits, while students learn to manage money safely and independently. Instant transfers, lost card protection, and customizable features make banking simple for the whole family. Getting started is easy. Just visit any First National Bank of Allendale branch with your student, set up mobile banking, and choose the features that work best for you. Student Plus accounts with First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather here tonight. An up and down forecast is on the way temperature-wise for you, and a chance of showers and storms as we move closer to the weekend. Nothing showing up on radar, though, tonight. We're going to stay dry out there, and it's going to stay dry for the next few days as the temperatures warm up. A very nice one today on the outside. 65 degrees our high, following a morning low of 38, comparable to normal, a little warmer on the high side than normal for this time of year. putting the maps in motion for you tonight, and not going to see a whole lot. A few passing clouds will pass through the area, also off to our north, but nothing that's going to amount to a whole lot. It will be sunny on your Wednesday. Temperatures also going to be mild once again. More of the same as we move into the day on Thursday. Not nearly as cold tomorrow night. Temperatures will end up into the 70s this week. Overnight lows tonight under partly cloudy to mostly clear skies will be right at the 50-degree mark across much of the region, much warmer than the 30s we saw last night. Then for tomorrow, it's that 70-degree day. Sunshine, low 70s for highs, pick day of the week out there across our area. Wednesday night, though the bottom kind of falls back out of the temperatures, it's back into the upper 30s, near 40 for the overnight lows as we wake up early on Thursday morning. And then on the day Thursday, more seasonal type weather, sunshine and low 60s, but then the bottom falling out of the temperature, here it comes. Following that shower and thunderstorm chance on Friday, when we get near 70 once again with a warm front, we'll knock those temperatures down. Saturday night into Sunday, we could see another quick hitting rainmaker, potentially, although not expected to be a whole lot. But look at the temperatures toward the end of the weekend. 49 on Sunday, 43 Monday. We will struggle to get to 50 next Tuesday for highs, and certainly the hard freeze coming as we wake up Monday morning and Tuesday as the temperatures plummet into the mid-20s for overnight lows. Brr, that's your forecast. Sports is next.
Fall into great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel. Get a Ram 1500 with up to $10,000 off MSRP, or lease a Pacifica for $444 a month. See store for details and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
I'm Elijah Hadrow with the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
And I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Did you know that working smoke alarms can significantly reduce the risk of dying in a home fire? Taking just a few seconds each month to test your smoke alarms can make a life-saving difference. Simply press the test button to ensure they're working properly, and don't forget to follow the manufacturer's instructions for regular cleaning to keep your alarms in top condition.
Over for a tailwind, there's no getting back too soon.
Wabash Valley College and the Wabash Valley Arts Council proudly present the Ivis John Band, The Blues Experience, coming to the Brubeck Arts Center Theater on Sunday, November 9th at 2 p.m. The Ivis John Band. Tickets are just $20 and can be purchased by phone at 618-263-5164 or by scanning the QR code on your screen.
Welcome back. Time now to talk sports. Following the Fairfield Mules' controversial loss to Porta in the football playoffs Saturday on a so-called fifth down game-winning field goal and the IHSA's announcement it would not change the result, Porta has released a statement saying in part that after consulting with the IHSA, they confirmed there is no process available to reverse the outcome, saying they were deeply disappointed in how the game ended and that they share in Fairfield's disappointment and they'll move forward with mixed emotions. Porta officials praised the sportsmanship and composure of the Mules players, coaches, and community and said they have great respect for how they handled themselves. Meanwhile, Fairfield head coach and athletic director Justin Townsend also released a statement saying the team's mantra has been "don't blink," meaning continue to push forward, saying they will come back from this stronger than ever. Townsend said he was proud of how his team conducted themselves, said the outpouring of support from across the state and the community has been remarkable. He said he hopes the situation will lead to more discussion and an avenue to change the IHSA bylaws, but concluded by wishing Porta good luck. High school volleyball sectionals get underway tonight in Class 2A at Benton. Carmi takes on Carterville at 6. Massac County meets Fairfield at 7. Championship there is Thursday. In 1A at the Trico sectional, NCOE meets Steelville at 6. Trico meets Edwards County at 7. Again, the championship on Thursday. Good luck. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for more news. Kyle Peach from all of us here at News Channel 15. Have a great night.